GU 17295 is a phase 2 clinical trial that we're running through the Hoosier Cancer Research Network, and it's treating patients with metastatic bladder cancer. So those are patients who have stage 4 bladder cancer who are unable to receive chemotherapy with cisplatin, or otherwise known as cisplatin-ineligible, and that's usually due to some other medical problems. Patients who are cisplatin-ineligible, whose cancer is growing now after treatment with immunotherapy with an immune checkpoint inhibitor, either a PD-1 or PD-L1 inhibitor, will be eligible to enroll on this phase 2 clinical trial. As standard of care, usually those patients are treated by stopping their immunotherapy treatments and switching over to chemotherapy. Unfortunately, those patients are not eligible to receive cisplatin, which is the most active drug in this setting, and therefore they are usually treated with a carboplatin-based regimen. The most widely used regimen is carboplatin and gemcitabine. Even though carboplatin and gemcitabine can be effective in this patient population, unfortunately these responses are usually short-lived and they offer minimal benefit to these patients, and hence we're performing this clinical trial to try to improve this setting. We hope that with this clinical trial that we are able, with the addition of chemotherapy to immunotherapy, that we potentially are able to either sensitize or resensitize bladder cancer to immunotherapy approach, and hopefully getting longer responses and therefore hopefully better quality of life in this patient population.
The purpose of this study is to test any good and bad effects of using atezolizumab along with the usual chemotherapy after progression with a PD-1 or PD-L1 inhibitor in patients with advanced urothelial cancer. This study will allow researchers to know whether this different approach is better, the same, or worse than the usual approach. Atezolizumab is approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to treat certain types of advanced or metastatic urothelial cancer, cisplatin-ineligible bladder cancer, metastatic non-small cell lung cancer, extensive stage small cell lung cancer, and triple-negative breast cancer. Learn more about atezolizumab, also known as Tecentriq, at Tecentriq.com. The use of atezolizumab in combination with chemotherapy is not FDA approved to treat urothelial cancer and should be considered investigational. Up to 37 people will be enrolled in this study. The exams, tests, and procedures you will have that are a part of the usual approach for your cancer will be billed to you or your insurance company. Tests or procedures performed just for the study will be paid for by the study. You may be eligible for this study if you have advanced urothelial cancer that worsened while receiving a PD-1 or PD-L1 inhibitor. There are other criteria that must be met to enroll in this study. Talk to your doctor to learn more. To learn more about this study, visit HoosierCancer.org and choose Current Trials from the Clinical Trials navigation tab.